Hi guys, welcome to Dotmatech Academy once again. We are going to be looking at basic rules of indices. If you watch out, WAEC, JAM, or many questions on mathematics are always having indices on repeat every year. So let's quickly fix this. If you know this, then you solve indices like a pro. Let's look at the example. The first example the first rule we're having here is when x raised to power a multiply x raised to power b, it is going to be x raised to power a plus b. What do they do? There's multiplication here. What you do is add the power, period. Now let's pick an example. 2 raised to power 3 times 2 raised to power 4. What we do is 2 and 2 are the same number and they are raised to power of different power. What do we do? You just add the power. Write the 2, add the power. 3 plus 4. Then you have 2 raised to power 7. That is what that rule says. Let's go to rule number 2. When you have x raised to power of a divided by x raised to power of b, what the rule says is that just subtract the power from each other. X, let's pick an example. Say 2 raised to power 4 divided by 2 raised to power 3. That will be subtract the power of this from this. That's what the rule says. 4 minus 3, and that will be 2 raised to power 1. Let's go to the third one. When you have x raised to power minus a, this minus, to remove it, all you need to do is write x inverse, then put the a as the power. What am I saying? Let's assume we're having 2 raised to power minus 3. To remove this minus, we have to say 1 over 2, then put the power there, which is same as 1 over 2 raised to power 3 is 8. 1 over 8. Are we following? Okay, this is another rule, rule number 4. When you have x raised to power a, bracket raised to power b, what you need to do is to multiply a by b. To remove the bracket, what are we saying? 2 raised to power 3, everything raised to power probably 4. Then you have to remove the bracket by saying 2 raised to power 3 times 4, and that will be 2 raised to power 12. I believe the rule is clear enough. All right, let's go to rule number 5. When you have x multiply y or into bracket raised to power b, what you have to do is the power, you can just assume that there is 1 here and there is 1 here. So when you want to open the bracket, what you do is multiply b by 1. That's x raised to power b. Then y raised to power b. That is, both x and y share the power on their own. X raised to power b, x raised to y raised to power b. What does this one mean? Let's pick an example. We can have 2 times 3 or raised to power of 4. What this means is 2 raised to power of 4 times 3 raised to power of 4. What is 2 raised to power of 4? If you want to write it, that will be 16 times 3 raised to power of 4. That will be 21. 16 times 21. That will be 81. 16 times 81. You put the answer. All right. The next one on the rule is when you have x over y all raised to power of a. To remove the bracket, the power have to go to each of them. You give the power to the numerator. You also give the power to the denominator. What is this one saying? It means that when you have 2 over 3 or raised to power of, let's say, 4, it means that this denominator will carry the power, then the denominator will also carry the power. In this case now, you have 2 raised to power 4 is 16 over 3 raised to power 4 is 81. Okay, let's go to the 7th rule. The 7th rule is telling us that when x is raised to power of a fraction, there is a over b. Whatever the a is, represent the power, and whatever the b is, represent the root. That is, x can now be said to be b root of x, everything raised to power of a. B root of x, everything. What does this one mean? We can say that 8 raised to power 2 over 3. It means that this will now be, remember, this is power, this is root. 8 root, cube. When you say 3, we call it cube root. If it is 2, it is square root. So cube root of 8, everything raised to power of 2. What is cube root of 8? Cube root of 8 simply means that the number that you multiply by itself 3 times to get 8, and that will be 2. So 2 into bracket, everything raised to the power. 2 raised to power 2 will give us 4. So in this case, that is our answer. Let's go to another rule. This rule says that when you have x over y, everything raised to power minus of a. If you want to remove this minus, all you need to do is interchange the numerator by denominator. So numerator will come down, then denominator will go up, and you put the power a. You already know what this will give us. That is, you can rewrite it and say y raised to power a over x raised to power a. Example, when you are having 2 over 3, everything raised to power of 5. What this, raised to power of minus 5. What you do is to remove this minus, interchange the 2. It will be 3 over 2, everything raised to power of 5. Then 3 raised to power 5 over 2 raised to power 5. Are we following? Now, the last one of the rule is that when you have x raised to power minus a over y raised to power minus b, remember that when x raised to power minus a, to rewrite it, it means that inverse of x raised to power a. The same thing as inverse of y raised to power b. What you need to do to remove this minus is carry a, come down, let it raise to power a, carry b, carry y, go up, raised to power b. You can actually rewrite this one. What it's saying is 1 over x raised to power a divided by 1 over y raised to power b. When you do it this way, to be y over a raised to power 1 over a times y raised to power b over 1. And to be okay, if you are using, yes, so y raised to power b over x raised to power a, which is what we have here. So example. Let's say we're having 2 raised to power minus 1 over 3 raised to power minus 2. What this means is that it will be 3 raised to power 2 over 2 raised to power 1. That will be 9 over 2, which is similar as 4.5. That is all the rules. That is all the rules. You can add everything. Digest this, then you will not have any problem with indices again. What I'm going to do in the next video is picking questions that border on indices. Then we will be treating them one after the other. Thank you very much. Follow other questions. Let's do it together. Then practice, and practice. Thank you very much. Like, share, and comment. Thank you.